ED in your head, you're probably tapping it out like and, like you're gonna say jump it. No, it's jump. That ED is tricky because that ED can be not one, not two, but actually 3 different sounds. So the ED often makes the T sound at the end of word, like it's a T. So when you say jumped, you can hear that T sound when I say it. I want everybody to say it themselves in 3, 2, 1, jumped. You can hear the T when you say it. But it changes with this word. Can somebody tell me what the root word is here? Mason. Fill is our root word. Fill is the root word. The ED is added at the end, but it's not going to be filt, like jumped. It's going to be what, Aviana? Filled. That ED can make a sound where it sounds like a D, duh. So you have jumped, you have filled, and our first one, once I clear this off, our first one, ID, id, because when you say rent and you add the ED, it's not going to give you rent. It's not going to do that. It's not going to give you 2 T sounds. It's not going to be rent, like rent, no, but rent, id. So you have ID, T, or D. So for example, if I tell you, give me the word, or give me the suffix that gives you the sound T, what would you give me? T is 1. And what else now that we know? ED. If I say give me a letter sound or a suffix that gives me the sound D, it could be 2 things. It could be D, or it could be ED. Now, when you put the ID, the T, and the D above, on top of the suffix, when you mark it, that's to let me know you know what sound it's making. You could spell it right, but you won't say it correctly unless you hear it as you say the words. So let's all hear it ourselves. We're going to read each of these words together. I'm going to say it first, and then you're going to repeat after me. So first word, rented.
Rented.
Word number 2, jumped.
Jumped.
And finally, word number 3, filled.
Filled.
Good job. 1 second. Yes.
And when you put the I and D over top of it, you still circle it?
You still circle it, right? So what
Great
Des Moines was
question.
talking about is when you have these words and you have to mark them, you're still going to scoop your base word. That E is giving me that short E sound. Smiley face, and I'm going to put underneath scoop, a C. I'm going to circle the ED because it's a suffix, but when you want to make sure that you can tell me what sound it's making, what would you put in between those 2 slanted lines? ID. So that lets me know, I know that ED is making the sound id in the word.
So you don't put both of them stuff?
Well, yes, but if you're circling the suffix, that's really all I want, unless I tell you. Can you tell me what sound the ED is making at the end of the word? Is it id, is it t, or is it duh?